Good morning, everyone. Today I am here to talk about one of the most fascinating creatures of the jungle, the sloth. At first glance, sloths may seem lazy or unimportant, but in truth, they are a remarkable example of how life can be lived at its own pace. Sloths are one of the most fascinating and unusual creatures found in the animal kingdom, often capturing the curiosity of people because of their unique characteristics and their slow-paced lifestyle. They are native to the dense tropical rainforests of Central and South America, where a thick canopy of trees provides them with food, shelter, and safety. Living high up in the trees, sloths are perfectly adapted to life in the jungle, rarely coming down to ground except for necessary activities, such as relieving themselves or moving to another tree. Their arboreal lifestyle, meaning life spent mostly in trees, allows them to avoid many dangers that exist on the forest floor, and also to remain hidden from predators. This makes their habitat not only their home, but also their shield of protection in the wild. In terms of appearance, sloths are instantly recognizable due to their small heads, flat faces, and large, round eyes that give them a gentle and almost smiling expression. Their bodies are covered with thick, coarse fur, which often takes on a greenish tint due to algae that grow on it. This greenish hue is not just a random occurrence. It helps them blend into the leaves and branches around them, creating excellent camouflage against predators such as eagles and jaguars. Their long limbs, especially their arms, are much longer than their legs, and they are equipped with strong, curved claws that can grow up to 4 inches in length. These claws are essential tools for gripping tree branches tightly, allowing sloths to hang upside down for long periods without much effort, despite their somewhat awkward appearance on land. In the trees, they are perfectly suited to their slow but steady way of life. What makes sloths particularly unique in the animal kingdom is their pace of movement, which is unlike almost any other mammal. Sloths move incredibly slowly, traveling only a few feet in an entire day. This slowness is not due to weakness or laziness, but rather is an effective survival strategy. Their slow movements make it difficult for predators to detect them, as they blend in seamlessly with the swaying leaves of the forest. Their metabolism is also extremely slow, which means they require less food and energy compared to other animals of similar size. They feed mainly on leaves, which are not very nutritious, and take a long time to digest. To manage this, sloths have an extremely slow digestive system that can take up to a month to process a single meal. Sloths are divided into 2 main types: two-toed sloths and three-toed sloths, each with slightly different features, but both share the same calm and unhurried way of life. Unlike most animals that rely on speed, strength, or aggression to survive, sloths thrive because of their stillness, patience, and ability to blend into their environment. This extraordinary lifestyle sets them apart from most other creatures and makes them one of the most unique mammals in the world. The lifestyle of the sloth is defined by its remarkable slowness, a trait that has puzzled scientists and fascinated nature enthusiasts for centuries. Unlike most animals that rely on speed or agility to survive in the wild, sloths have evolved in a completely different direction, choosing stillness and slow movement as their way of life. Their pace is not accidental, but is deeply connected to their biological makeup, diet, and the need to conserve energy in the dense jungles they call home. Moving slowly through the trees, sloths cover only a few feet in an entire day, which is one of the slowest rates of movement in the animal kingdom. This unhurried lifestyle allows them to remain unnoticed in their environment, blending with the leaves and branches, which keeps them safe from predators who are often attracted to sudden movement. A key reason for sloth's slow pace is its limited diet. Sloths feed mostly on leaves, shoots, fruits, and occasionally flowers, all of which are low in nutrients and energy compared to the diets of many other mammals. Since leaves are fibrous and hard to digest, the process of breaking them down requires enormous effort and time. To adapt to this, sloths have developed a uniquely slow digestive system that can take weeks to process even a single meal. Their large, multi-chambered stomachs function much like those of cows, filled with bacteria that help break down tough plant matter over a long period. Because their food provides little energy, sloths cannot afford to move quickly or waste energy in unnecessary activities. Instead, they have mastered the art of energy conservation, moving deliberately and only when necessary. Their movements, although slow, are highly efficient for their way of life. They spend most of their time hanging from branches with the help of their long claws, which act like hooks. This upside-down position is not tiring for them, as their muscles are adapted to hold their bodies in place without exerting much energy. By conserving their strength in this way, sloths can spend nearly 15 to 20 hours a day resting or sleeping, leaving only a few hours for feeding or moving to another tree. Even their heartbeat and breathing rate are unusually slow, further saving energy and aligning with their overall calm and deliberate pace of life. Despite their sluggish reputation, sloths are surprisingly capable when needed. They are strong swimmers and can move more quickly in water than on land or in trees, using their long limbs to paddle with ease. However, even in these moments, their movements are measured rather than hurried. This unusual lifestyle is a clear example of how nature designs creatures to fit perfectly into their environment. By choosing a path of slowness, sloths avoid drawing attention, conserve energy, and maintain a steady existence in a world where speed often dominates. Their slow lifestyle is not a limitation, but a successful strategy for survival in the challenging and competitive ecosystem of the rainforest. The sloth's survival in the dense and competitive jungles of Central and South America is made possible through remarkable adaptations that perfectly suit its slow lifestyle. While most animals depend on speed, sharp senses, or aggression to escape danger and secure food, sloths have taken a very different evolutionary path. Their slowness, which may seem like a weakness at first, is actually their greatest strength. By moving slowly and deliberately, they reduce the chance of being noticed by predators, such as jaguars, ocelots, and harpy eagles. Sudden movements can attract attention in the wild, but a sloth's gradual and almost unnoticeable motion makes it blend seamlessly with the leaves and branches of the rainforest canopy. Even when predators are nearby, sloths are often overlooked because they appear to be just another part of the forest's stillness. Their bodies are perfectly designed to support the strategy of stillness. They have long limbs with powerful muscles and curved claws that allow them to remain suspended from branches for hours or even days without tiring. This upside-down lifestyle keeps them hidden among the trees, far from many ground-based predators. Their fur has also developed a special adaptation. It hosts green algae and tiny organisms, giving the sloth a natural camouflage that makes it look like a moving patch of leaves. This unusual relationship not only benefits the sloth by keeping concealed, but also provides a habitat for other forms of life, turning the sloth into a miniature ecosystem of its own. Another important adaptation is their slow metabolism, which allows them to survive on a diet that is low in energy. Most mammals of similar size require far more food to sustain themselves, but the sloth's digestive system works so slowly that it can take weeks to process a single meal. By conserving energy through slow movements and extended rest, sloths thrive in an environment where other creatures might struggle to survive on such limited resources. Their ability to swim, though unexpected, is also a useful adaptation. When rivers flood in the rainforest, sloths can cross water efficiently by paddling with their long arms, moving faster in water than they do on land. The importance of sloths in the ecosystem goes beyond their survival strategies. They play a vital role in maintaining balance in the rainforest. The algae that grow on their fur not only help with camouflage, but also contribute to the cycle of nutrients in the forest when sloths groom themselves or shed fur. Their droppings, which they bury in the soil when they descend in the trees, help fertilize the ground and support plant growth, contributing to the health of the forest floor. Moreover, the insects, beetles, and fungi that live in or on their fur highlight the sloth's role as a host in supporting biodiversity. By simply existing in their calm and deliberate way, sloths become a part of many interconnected systems within the rainforest. Their survival strategies and contributions remind us that every creature, no matter how slow or small, holds an important place in the balance of nature. The sloth, often misunderstood as lazy or unproductive, carries within its general way of life a series of valuable lessons for humans. In a world where speed, competition, and constant busyness dominate daily routines, the sloth offers an entirely different perspective, one rooted in patience, simplicity, and balance. Its unhurried existence reminds us that life does not always need to be a race, and that slowing down can sometimes be the key to survival, health, and even happiness. By observing sloths and the way they interact with their environment, humans can learn to embrace patience, to conserve energy and resources, and to live in harmony with the natural world around them. Patience is one of the most obvious lessons that sloths teach us. Their every movement is calm, deliberate, and without urgency. They do not waste energy on rushing, and instead of fighting against the pace of nature, they move with it. In contrast, human society often rewards speed, quick results, and constant productivity, which can lead to stress, exhaustion, and imbalance. The sloth shows that patience can be powerful, that taking time to act with care can sometimes be more beneficial than acting quickly without thought. By adopting patience, humans can make wiser decisions, appreciate the present moment more fully, and reduce the mental strain that comes from rushing through life. Conservation is another important lesson we can take from sloths. These animals live with very little, surviving on a diet of leaves and fruit, and consuming only what they need to survive. They waste no energy and leave behind little impact on their environment. Their fur provides a home for other organisms, and their droppings fertilize the soil, meaning that even in their simplest acts, they give back to nature. Humans, by contrast, often take more than necessary from the earth, leading to pollution, deforestation, and climate change. By learning from the sloth's modesty and balance, we can rethink the way we use resources, reduce waste, and learn to live more sustainably. The sloth's ability to thrive with minimal needs is a reminder that a simpler lifestyle is not only possible, but also rewarding. Perhaps the greatest lesson sloths offer is the importance of living in harmony with nature. They do not seek to dominate their environment, but rather to blend into it. Their slow pace allows them to coexist peacefully with the life around them, from the trees they depend on for shelter and food to the tiny creatures that live within their fur. Humans, on the other hand, have often tried to control and reshape nature to suit their own needs, sometimes forgetting that survival depends on balance and respect for the ecosystems that sustain life. By looking at the sloth, we are reminded that harmony with nature is not about conquering it, but about fitting into it, understanding its rhythms, and protecting it for the future. The sloth, in its quiet and unhurried way, embodies values that modern society often overlooks. Its patience, its frugal use of resources, and its harmony with the natural world are qualities that humans can learn from and apply in their own lives. By taking inspiration from the sloth, people can find a path toward greater peace, sustainability, and respect for the planet that sustains us all.